Welcome to a short demonstration of the Zeus editor. Today we'll be doing a bit of Go programming. Now, Zeus already has an ability to run a single Go file and convert it into an executable, but as you start doing more and more Go, you'll end up with a situation where you've got more and more files making up your executable. So how would you handle that in Zeus? Well, we'll simulate that with a simple example. Here's a 3-file application that is represented. The 3 files all make up the package main. So the best way to handle that in Zeus is to actually create a workspace. Now I've got one already created here, and we've now loaded it. I flick to the workspace view, and there's my 3 files that make up the workspace. Now, to configure that, we need to pick an option. We need to pick a configuration model. So in this case, we'll pick release. So we'll go to the options for the workspace, and in our release configuration, we're going to use this command to do the make, which is a go build command, and there are the 3 files that make up the project. The rebuild all option is going to be a go build command with a -a option, and again the same 3 files, and the clean option is just the clean with the 3 files. And to execute it, we're obviously going to run the main.exe that gets produced, and we'll be running from the project drive directory, which is the same project that the workspace belongs in, so it'll automatically figure that out. And of course we want to capture the output. So we're set to go. What we can do is run a clean, and there you go, it's running the clean command down the bottom, and it's completed. And we can then do a make, and it's running the build command with the 3 functions, and it's completed. So now obviously there'll be an executable there. We can actually check for that if we go to the drives and do a little refresh. We should be able to see the exe. There's our main.exe that has been produced. And now we can go back to the workspace and we can execute that. Execute it. And there's our value of pi. Now, that's one way to do it, but it's probably not a very good way. Because the Go builder is much smarter than that. Let's analyze another way of doing it. I've got another workspace here called workspace number 1, step number 1. Again, it's the same 3 files, but if we look at the configuration for this one, you'll notice something very different. If we go to the options, now we don't have to actually specify the files at all. And the reason we do that, the reason that we can do this is because the Go builder is so smart, it will just build the main package in the current folder. It'll include all the files we need. It's very smart. So we get away with just specifying the output file that we need to be produced, because obviously in our debugging section we have to tell it what executable to run. So we've eliminated the need to actually specify all the file names. We're just using a very, very simple command to run the build. So let's see how that works. So again, we have the same 3 files, and I can now go to here and I can do a make, and it's doing the build down there, and it's completed, and now I can run that. Just to show that it is different, let's go into the pi function. Let's add a few numbers to pi. Add 5 to pi. Let's do another make. Off it goes as a make. It's completed. Now we can execute it. And we now have obviously an incorrect value of pi. But there you have it. A very simple, using the workspace and using the power of the Go builder, it's very easy to configure Zeus to build your projects. Just use the workspace features of the Zeus editor. One final point, make sure that you're running a version that's later than this, because the Zeus support for Go is constantly getting improved, and as you can see, I'm running a beta version here. So this is downloadable from the Zeus web page, but just make sure you're running a later version, or usually the beta versions. There you have it. That's been a demonstration of Zeus and Go.